Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And today on Daily Dose Radio, we are looking at the last part of the first half of Psalm 37, which is verses 17 through 20. 17 through 20 today here on Daily Dose Radio, and this is the last day of our birthday week. Oh my goodness, so much cake, so much ice cream, so wonderful. 9 years old this week is Daily Dose Radio. I'm so glad that you've been a part of this. And if you're new to the program, keep on listening to us. We're just studying the Psalms verse by verse, 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, studying the Psalm verse by verse. That's my little elevator pitch. That's what we do, and that's all we do here on Daily Dose Radio. So today, let me read for you Psalm 37, verses 17 through 20. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The Lord knows the day of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the day of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume. Into smoke they shall consume away. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken. Now, there's a passage in Isaiah chapter 51 where he talks about the isles coming to him and all of the peoples trusting in his arms. So the arms of the Lord are powerful, and they're comforting, and they're secure. Here, the arms of the wicked are going to be broken. Just like that sword that enters into their own heart, they pull it out for one thing, it does something else. Their arms, they think they've got strong arms and they're able to do and go and all the rest, but they're going to be broken. And what happens when your arms are broken? Well, you really can't do a whole lot. You lose ability. And so that's what's going to happen here. But you'll notice the contrast there in verse 17. The Lord upholds the righteous. So the arms of the wicked, broken, but the upright, the Lord's going to hold them. And how's he do that? Well, he does that with his arms. You see, again, I know I've already said this, but it's almost an unfair fight because the Lord's on the side of the righteous. And he's laughing at the wicked because he sees their day is coming. Speaking of days, look at verse 18. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright. Now, what did he say back there in 13? He said, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he sees that his day is coming. That is his day of judgment. Here we're talking about the life of the upright. He knows the days. Back here, he's laughing because he sees the day coming. Here, he knows the days of the upright. The inheritance that they have will be forever. Can't count it if you could count it. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. In the day of famine, they shall be satisfied, which agrees with what we had back over here, there in verse 11. They shall inherit the earth, delight themselves in the abundance of peace. And then what he talked about there in verse 6, the judgment will come forth as light. The judgment is the noonday. The Lord is going to satisfy them. That is the upright, give them the desires of their heart. He's going to feed them. So we have that promise repeated here in verse 19. And then we have verse 20. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume. Into smoke shall they consume away. So the wicked, now we understand who they are. It's not just that they're enemies of the upright, but so they're the enemies of the Lord. Look at verse 20. The wicked shall perish, the enemies of the Lord. So there's the parallel. Shall be as the fat of lambs. And what happens to the fat of lambs? Well, it goes on the altar and it's consumed in the fire, and the smoke ascends to the Lord. So they're going to consume, and it says consume away. So it's just going to, disappear just like smoke does. It's strong for a moment and then there's nothing. And that's what's going to happen. The fire of God's vengeance is going to consume them so that there is nothing left. On the altar, they will be consumed. Join me again next week as we look at Psalm 37, the second half, beginning there in verse 21. I hope I'll see you then here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.